Hello everyone, Kayla here, and I am bringing you my fall empties. If you are someone who is new to my channel, I do seasonal empties because if I didn't, the empties would be all up on your feed. They're annoying, and then on top of that, it would be like not a lot of products. So this is 3 months worth of products all from the fall season, and I have to say, I feel like my amount of products are slowly decreasing as I further simplify my regimen. I'm still gonna have a lot of gel in this video because my hair is longer and so I need more gel. But anyhow, before I get started on the actual hair products, I do want to talk about this body butter. It is, I think it's, you pronounce it Nakeshi. One of my subscribers actually owns a business, and I think that it's bomb when we own businesses. And this was a moisturizing body butter. This is the natural scent. She sent me 3 of them, and I decided to start using the natural one because for some reason when I opened it, I just really like that like woodsy type smell that it has. I just really like it. It's unscented, but it has a scent pretty much. I will say that if you are someone like me who does not use products with honey in it, they do have honey in them on the site. I asked if she could make them for me without honey, but that is not an option on the site in case, you know, you are someone that, you know, has that concern. I don't want you to be on the site and be like, but Kayla said, blah, blah, blah. Don't be talking about Kayla said nothing. The other one is a pink sugar scent. I really like the scent of that one as well. And then the other one, I think it's like a cucumber melon scent. And the only reason I opened up the pink sugar, which I'm almost done with that one, is because my husband did not like the cucumber melon. He was like, nah, son, I don't like it. He's not going to fully deter me from using it. I'm obviously going to still use it as soon as the pink sugar one is done. And I typically use it like when I go to bed. After I get out of the shower, I'll put it over my legs really quickly. And then it kind of serves as like a sealant for the moisture from the shower. So, you know, throwing it out there. Nakeshi, and I will put the website in the description bar so that you guys can just click on it and get to it very easily. Anyhow, that said, let's go ahead and get into the products. This is a category that you don't see a lot on my channel, shampoo. So I have here the Suave Daily Clarifying Shampoo. This is old. I would not buy Suave today just because of the company. I would not buy from them. Not that the product is bad, you know what I'm saying? And the Daily Clarifying Shampoo, when I looked on the back, I realized that it had sodium lauryl sulfate and like some cocamide MEA, like more gentle cleansers. And I guess that's why it said Daily Clarifying, because you can use it daily, I'm supposing. So I stopped using it as clarifying shampoo and started using it as a regular weekly shampoo. And then together, my husband and I killed the bottle, and that's how I got here. I only have 2 deep conditioners here. This is the Naturally Silk Elements Deep Conditioner. I had 2 of these. Since I've incorporated a leave-in conditioner and detangling back into my regimen with the leave-in conditioner, I don't need as much deep conditioner. My hair is really smooth from the brushing, and on top of that, I'm not trying to apply enough deep conditioner to be able to later detangle with it. So I use less overall. So in 3 months time, I managed to use 2 of these 12-ounce jars, and normally I would have at least like 3 or so deep conditioners. Like, I don't have that much. These are samples, but I just want to include them because I really like the way that they smelled. I had a Garnier Fructis Moisture Lock conditioner and the shampoo, and I believe the shampoo has, yeah, no, it's not super gentle or anything like that, but it wasn't drying. It was, you know, not drying, and it smelled really good. I wonder if there's some residue on here. Nice and like perfumey, soapy. I don't know, I just really like the smell of it. With cactus extract, whatever that means, if it's fancy to have cactus extract. Next up, this is also a trial size product. These are the Suave Professionals Moisturizing Conditioner. I did not use instant conditioner at the time that I used this, and this was a really long time ago when I used these, but I want to do that mega detangling treatment. So I purchased these, and I slathered my hair in it and put oil, and then I was able to like just basically rinse the tangles out of my hair. I no longer need to do that treatment because I've changed my regimen. I don't get that tangly. I don't need to do that anymore. But that is why I had these. Again, I really wouldn't buy this. No, not really. Next up, I have my leave-in conditioners that I've used over this month. The first one I have here is the Giovanni Weightless Direct Leave-In. Giovanni Direct is what everybody calls it. I don't know what I'm thinking right now. I don't rehearse these, by the way. I just talk on these empties videos. Like, I don't write a script, nothing. So I actually really like this conditioner. I have purchased it several times, and I probably will purchase it again in the future. I will tell you, if you've never used this before, the citrus scent on it almost turns over to smelling like hair grease. So if you don't like hair grease smell, you ain't gonna like this. But it's pretty inexpensive. It's 8 ounces, and I think the price is around $7, and you can usually get it at like places where they sell like vitamins and things, so Vitamin Shop and so on and so forth. That's usually where I have to buy it, because they don't sell it at like GNC and places that they have in my town. So I usually have to go to another town over to be able to get this, which is why I don't use it as much. What I am really using is Paul Mitchell the conditioner as my leave-in. I now have a bigger bottle of this. I think the next size up is like, I'm not even going to try to lie to you. I don't know what the size is. The bigger size, the size that's bigger than this one. I am currently using that size. The 10 ounce actually lasted me quite a while because it's such a slippery conditioner. And I did recently put up a video review of it this month, so you can go check that out if you want more information on this conditioner. I picked this up at Ulta, and Ulta is also in another town, but it's not really far. Like, it's closer than picking up the other conditioner. So that's why I've been like just using this one. And then you can get it in ridiculous sizes, so you really don't have to pick it up, you know. And they've got a copy of it over at Sally's, and there's 2 Sally's in my town. Nope. 1 Sally. There's another Sally, but it's not in this town. So I could go to Sally Beauty if I really just didn't feel like driving over to get this. So both of these conditioners, I rank them about equally. I don't think one is like majorly better than the other one. Okay, so this one I'm just going to do like a show and go because it's in every single video in the same exact quantity. I've got the Biotin Burst from NeoCell. Boom, boom. I've got 3 packages of them. So yeah, I buy these. I pick these up at GNC is usually where I buy them. But the last time that I went to GNC, they did not have them. The guy was like, oh, it's not listed as being on this display. I don't know what it was. So I did go to the health food spot out here. Our health food store is kind of like almost like a grocery store. It's a larger health food store, and they do carry it there. And I don't know what I paid, though. I feel like maybe I paid more. But I picked it up from them instead. GNC, if you don't have it, somebody else will get my money. I do regularly take them. I do follow my vitamin regimen. I have a vitamin regimen video. I'm not going to link that because I've linked it 1,000 times. You can go look for that one. But and plus I like the way that they taste. They're just so easy to take. There's no like nastiness. There's no like hard pill to swallow. They're chewable. They're just so easy to take. So that is why I just keep taking them. Why not? Last category up is gel, hair gel. This is probably the one category that has the most products in it. So starting off here, I have the Eco Styler olive oil gel. I have purchased this in the past, and I used it for a wash and fro, and I did not actually do a wash and go with it. So I'm going to have an Eco Styler series up. It smells like a man, I promise. But there's an Eco Styler video coming up featuring this gel, and it will be showing you guys how my hair came out and my experience with it. And that will be coming out maybe after this video, like right after. Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. I have an upload schedule. I do. I just can't think of it right now. Next up, I have Wetline Extreme. I love this gel. It is very plentiful in my area, so I continue to use it because it's easy for me to get. What I will tell you, if you're on my Facebook group, then you know about it already, but I will say it for the first time on my YouTube channel. They have changed the formulation for Wetline Extreme. They moved carbomer from the 2nd ingredient down to the 4th ingredient, so that decreases the hold. People are already saying that it's not as effective as what the previous formulation was. A way to get around that, though, is to purchase the blue. The blue is exactly the same as this formulation right here, but it just doesn't have UV protection. If you don't have colored hair, that doesn't really matter. So go ahead and get you the blue one and be happy with your life. My Walmart has old formulation still. They have the new formulation in the squeeze bottles, and they have a couple of the blue. So I'm good to go. I won't be using Wetline for a while because of all my Black Friday purchases, but I'm not concerned about when I do go back to Wetline, will I be able to find it or my product being discontinued? You know what I'm saying? So another Mexican hair gel that I have here is Super Wet. You guys saw the Super Wet video. It has been up for quite some time. You can go check that out if you want more information on the gel. Very similar formulation to Wetline Extreme, except it does have protein in it. And it is also easily found in that same section in Walmart where everything is in Spanish. And one thing I want to point out though is that Wetline has this slight dip in the bottom of the jar. This has a huge dip in the bottom of the jar. I don't know if you can see that. So I think it has slightly less product, because I thought I had product because it was like pulled in the bottom like that. So I was like, oh cool, I have product. And then I realized there was this big hump in the middle. That's the only thing about this. It's not in my review of it, but that bothered me, that there's this little hump in the middle of the jar that automatically makes you get less product. Like really super wet, really though. I finally used up a crappy product. This is the Herbal Essences Set Me Up Gel. I was using it as a finisher. I would not purchase from Herbal Essences. I just had it and it's crappy and it has no hold on my hair. It makes my hair look ashy, but you know what? When smoothed over as a finisher over Wetline or something, it can work. It's okay. It's alright. Finally, I have Kiki Curly Curling Custard. I will not be purchasing this ever again in life. I used to love it. There's a video talking about all why I had to retire. This is a favorite. I just can't do it anymore. So I will link that video and you guys can check out how I feel about this product. And it went so fast. I only used it 2 times. Look how small this gel is compared to the size of the other gels that I typically use and purchase. So that has been my empties for the fall months. What of the ones that I showed are things that you use? Do you use any of these products that I use? And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for continuing to watch my videos.